I am here with. We'll start off
Your
with two
mom.
people right next to me in this little Discord chat. Keat Tastic, aka Keat, aka Gavelod, aka the Bard, aka the Bird.
The
I
furry.
exist.
What was that, Keat?
I exist.
Then below him we have Mimetic Monique, who is going to need an explanation of what happened last time.
What's
No,
up, gang? It's been an eternity.
Yep.
Hmm.
And
nothing
then
happened.
we have Seth and Silver playing Seth and Alvera. Hello.
I go meow.
Keith, since you are the only person here, and I don't remember if I did notes, like I said I was going to.
Well, why don't we check that first? Uh, oh, you think I'd remember by this
Oh
point?
no, we did do notes because it was complicated as hell.
Wait, what?
Oh boy,
Oh,
a complicated thing. I love complicated things. Oh fuck the chest.
Yeah, the
yeah.
chess.
I didn't realize that was last week. The group continues and finishes the prank war with Shadow and Raphael as the victors. However, due to the backfiring of the pranks in the purpose of Kuchi's training
Joko.
exercise, Choko's
Nikuchi.
training exercise, he decided to throw them into the world and let them sink or swim. Odd, considering we're all stronger than him, putting his faith in the faith Matt has in them, with the three capable ones away from their slumber, those being Raphael, Silver, now back to Shadow. Oh, by the way, Shadow again. And finally, Zeros. They discovered they never truly escaped the match game from the prison riot they got involved in. In fact, Matt may have very well escalated the game to a grand scale. However, now that we know the game state, we know that Matt's plan to redeem Nihil is indeed quite possible. Here is a picture of the board state. I'm not reading them.
Let me grab that picture
I'm not
very
reading
quickly.
them.
Oh yeah, I love this board.
Oh, this is the one we were playing. Oh, okay. All right.
It's the one where I tried to do a simple chess analogy and then it turned into a very, very, very complex analogy.
Why is
Uh-oh.
wasn't it like multiple personality disorder or something?
What?
Wait, what?
Why is Shadow now? Wasn't it like multiple personality disorder or something?
No, his god may or may not have accidentally put him into a coma.
Oh, what happened to Silver?
Silver is the memoryless version of Shadow.
Oh, but he had memories.
An empty vessel.
Huh.
Well, that's a Shadow.
Oh my god. I can't argue against that, but dude, dick move.
Well, I didn't mean Carl.
No, I'm not. I know you didn't mean Carl. Again, that's just another dick move.
Well, it's Shadow, so I'm okay with that. Let's continue.
Before you continue saying what the game state is, let me actually give you guys a handout for this going forward. If it'll let me... How do I... How do I save an image from this? Oh, here it is. Well, since the analogy has already been set up so well, I am going to start making adjustments to this as we go. So here is board state 1. And Keith, would you give us a quick rundown of what this board state is supposed to represent?
Is this?
It's in the notes.
Okay, so all of the pawns are members of the Taldane Federation. H3 Rook is Sino.
Yes, H3 is this one right here. The
C3 and E3 knights are Raphael and Zeros.
Oh.
Lapis is the king.
correct.
H1 Rook is Pradith. B4 and G4 bishops are Melody and Diana. Pawns are members. Oh, that's the same thing again. A2 Capitalist King and C2 Calidandra.
Right.
Black King is Nihil. Black Queen is Sven. Black Bishop is Aquaria. Black Knight, a Damon. And the sacrificial Black Rook is Roosevelt.
Wait. There's nothing in H1 though.
Do not question you cannot comprehend.
Sorry, apparently he mistook. I just copied what Sass said. A1 Rook.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Basically, I think he originally meant to put it at H1, but the Rook is in position to castle, is the important thing there. Because you weren't there for the whole match game scenario, but essentially on top of the whole paracausal stuff you've been learning, the match game ability is a paracausal ability that will give unique benefits and downsides to various people in what is essentially a survival game type situation.
Okay.
Except your king gets captured, it's likely the whole world goes out. Their king gets captured, their whole enemy faction will go. So
Okay. Alright.
only 3 of you technically know about this, but a recap for Maple, who would also be read in on this if they were there yesterday. So
Also, I had no idea what any of this meant when we were talking about it.
Yeah, I was completely lost. I've only played like chess once, and I don't even know what the hell I'm doing.
Paying attention after about the 10-minute mark.
So, very carefully, I will reiterate this. This is not in itself a standard game of chess. So, basically, when one piece actually makes what is a move in terms of what match game thinks is a move, various other pieces will move. It's not really something where you can control it like a board, because people make actions and choices as they go. So really, It's one of those things where you want to do a clear sweep of the 2 pieces that you guys were talking about taking care of, which were you want to knock out Aquaria and you want to take out Wakeminder. Those are your 2 next targets, and then Nihil should be easier to topple. So
yeah, if
that's
you look
why
at the
those are
board,
noted.
my situation on the board is that Sven and I are basically locked at each other.
Yep.
Neither of us can take any of the adjacent pieces near where we're at, because if we do, the other gets to take us. So we're basically stuck observing for the time being until the board's a little more clear.
Correct.
Alright.
But the pawns on Nihil's side are also not very clear. So that's the other thing. You want to know what the pawns are and what the pieces represent. Because if pieces can represent entire countries or singular people, that's important. Oh, and finally, you guys were heading to Rocksteady, I believe is the name of the town, where you are going to meet up with the new ally.
I thought we were back.
What's her name? Rui Ironbrew? Was that the one?
Yes, Rui Ironbrew.
Yeah, I try to remember. Basically, I saved the negotiation situation with her, and we're now going to do some tech support.
Yeah, narrowly avoiding the combat with the end boss.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought we were in the.
What did you say, Keith?
I thought we were in the prison.
No.
Yes and no.
Yeah, I mean, sort of. Yeah, the
'Cause
world is your prison.
You said like we're going back to the prison, everybody, and then you ended the stream.
Yeah.
I think I was talking about like we're going back to the match game thing.
Oh, I thought you meant we were literally going back to the prison. I was getting confused.
Oh no.
Damn.
You'll go back to that prison at a later level. Don't worry about it.
You like girls with 2 sets of ears? I mean,
So,
she's really gonna.
what are we doing?
Well,
I see what you mean now.
I have given you a
Waiting
new
for
map.
Will, I take it?
I see the
We'll
Or-
be
map.
heading to Rocksteady, and there are various places, but Rui's estate is probably where you'd next want to head, unless you wanted to go talk to the wonderful Emerald Dragon, who also has their academy in the island.
Oh my god. Look at that panda.
What about the panda?
It looks like one of those clowns that you punch and then it comes straight back up.
Oh my god.
It does.
Who's Roosevelt?
The admiral you guys were dealing with.
Oh, okay. So, what do you want to do?
I am still working on getting a sheet for Rui made before anything comes up with her being involved and stuff. But what do you guys want to do? You guys want to go talk to the Emerald Serpent? Or do you guys want to talk with Rui a bit more about the island itself? Or would you guys like to look around for information, rumors, and the like? By the way, you can technically do all of these things. I just need to know who's going to what place.
Oh.
I mean, I
Maybe-
guess I could go have a chat with the dragon.
Okay. Anyone else want to go with Zeros to talk to the dragon?
Sure, I'll tag along.
I'll do the same thing.
You know
you
what?
guys
Let's
just want
all
to tag
go.
along too? Because
Yeah. We're all gonna go as a group.
This is a very
it
nice
is
map.
actually... One second, let me find...
This is giving me Flash game vibes. I feel like I'm gonna go around shooting somewhere.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I do not have a great picture for this thing. I do, however, have a very vivid description. So, you guys would be in the main hall of this place. And as you enter, you see a great, majestic serpent dragon made of a clear, pristine, and most of all, sparkling substance. You feel as though this being is made out of the emerald of which it's named with until you realize that it is much more of a liquid or a gas than anything else. Holding itself together by sheer force of will, not necessarily that there's any body to it, just a soul floating amongst the expanse of this island, teaching people the secrets of magic.
So it's a teacher dragon.
Well, it's a serpent dragon that's basically made out of emerald, like gas goo type thing.
Emerald Gasku, okay.
Because, it has the chemical properties of gas, but the texture of goo.
Alright, well, Zeris, you want to start the conversation?
Hello there.
Ah, yes, hello.
So, we recently ended up shipwrecked on this island and are wondering where might we find our best acquire the supplies to repair our boat. Do you have any clues to what might be able to help us? And in the process, is there anything we can do to perhaps help you?
Well, building materials aren't the hardest thing to find on the island. Fortunately, we have an abundance of those, but as for shipwrights, that's where helping you is going to be a bit more difficult. So if you guys have the crafting abilities, I can help you with finding the materials.
Well, I have the acumen to craft just about anything.
Well, you are very confident, and I do actually view that as a good thing, especially with everything going on here recently. There are some things you can help me with,
Okay.
all of which have to do with my particular study of magic and whatnot.
Sure, go on.
So, there are. What did I do, meme name?
Nothing.
Why did Discord add that feature? That's hilarious.
I don't know, but I don't like it.
What happened?
There's a feature now where you can put an emote next to your name, and
Okay.
meme name just put up using Discord, and his emote is middle finger.
I just now
is that
noticed.
what the gaming frog is?
Yeah. So,
Oh, I can add
you
one.
see, there are a few people and items on the islands I'd like you to procure. And before you ask, don't mean slavery. I mean, I like to talk to people and ask them questions about their unique abilities. Of course, same goes for all of you, because you are the majority of those things, now that I'm thinking about it.
Why would they just bring up slavery?
I mean, Nihil is the ruler of these places, and she asked you to bring her some people. I'm pretty sure she's doing a good thing by implying she's not trying to enslave them.
I mean, I didn't think Nihil was really the enslaving type. She's more of the, like, murdery type.
I mean, Nihil's not necessarily the enslaving type, but, other people in power like slaves. Slaves do free labor.
That's fair. Slaves aren't free-based. I'm glad she's not enslaving us.
So, yeah. Anyways, there's some other people I'd like to talk to, some of which aren't your allies that aren't currently with you. But also, I'd very much like to talk with the ever exclusive Rui Iron Brew about her family's manufacturing process. And that in itself isn't the worst thing, but a long, long time ago, there was once a cave somewhere on the island that held a very important relic to me and the other things people deities like me. So, I would like to ask you to find this cave, find that relic, and bring it to me. But that cave hasn't been seen for thousands of years at this point. And that in itself is a worrying situation. You see, us seeing it isn't the worst thing. It's a powerful item, but the whole point of us trying to keep our hands on it is because the power of the item grows exponentially as long as we don't hold on to it and take power from it. And, well, I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with a small item and constantly gaining more energy, but if the energy isn't used, especially in the proper way, do any of you know what happens in that situation?
Do I roll?
It explodes.
Yes,
Oh, I was gonna go big boom.
yes, it explodes, taking out all of the islands in the Time Lost Islands.
So the Time Lost Islands will be lost to time.
Permanently. Well, actually,
Isle.
lost to time and space at that point. Essentially, we have about 5 weeks to find it.
I
And,
see it.
and whenever that Iron Brew clan got its members significantly cut down, we lost contact with the item entirely. So yeah, that's part of why I want to talk with her, see if she knows anything about that. But for now, I'll suffice with talking to you all. Tell me what makes you all special. And I don't mean abilities. I mean, how do you what part of you manifested these abilities that you hold so near and dear?
I'm a cat.
I can juggle.
Interesting.
I zone out for a minute. I just come back and I hear I'm a cat.
I mean, I've probably lived a greater number of total lifetimes than the collective number of lived years among everyone else here, spare you and I, so.
Just out
Against
of
that.
curiosity, how old do you think I look?
Well, I'm sorry for assuming. I mean, you are draconic, so.
I mean, fair enough. I was just looking for an apology because, never ask a female gaseous form dragon about her age.
That's why I did it.
Thank you. But yeah, surprisingly, probably even me, because I've only been around for the past 6,000 years.
The number of lifetimes that I've lived is more so in the triple digits, but I was comparing years lived to the number of lifetimes total I've lived, not, Anyway, yeah. I can give more detail later if you want and have time.
So experience is your MO.
Yep.
Interesting. What about you, Firefox? What makes you so interesting?
I mean, I don't actually know.
She's hot. I mean, I don't know.
Shut up!
There's a lot of interesting
I mean-
features.
She is very hot. She sets many things on fire.
Exactly. You see? Somebody understands.
I hate it here.
And what about you, Mr. Maple Leaf Fay?
That's me.
Oh, thank God.
I uh can't remember shit.
Yeah. Is there like a missing piece to your little ensemble here?
A
It
few.
looks like it.
What pieces are missing to your ensemble at the moment?
My son! Where's
We're
my son?
missing Bartok. I don't know if you've heard of him.
The Beast of Babel?
Yes, he's in our company and on this island currently. I wish I could track down where he is, but he's probably stuck to the ceiling or some roof somewhere. Hiding. For no
She just
apparent
looks up
reason.
above her and is like, okay, well, at least not this building.
That's fortunate.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think he'd be stupid enough to hide in here.
Well, I'd hope not. Last time he came in here, he desecrated my temple right in front of me.
Yeah, he's kept on a short leash.
Define short leash.
That is a
Well,
good
our
question.
leader, the
What is a short
Leviathan
leash?
Devil, has me effectively keeping extra special care over him.
Oh, so like basically not like he won't get away from you, but like you'll punish him if he does anything horrendous.
Yep, that's
Sounds
the
good.
idea.
I'm gonna grab something to drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. And your leader. I've heard that nickname before.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Well, some might say that.
And others fall for baseless propaganda. But that's neither here nor there. Really,
I'm not talking
you can't
about.
really know somebody until you meet them.
That's fair. I'm not talking about the propaganda of the Isles, by the way.
Ah, so what do you see rumors have you heard?
Well, I have feelers everywhere. I don't tell my disciples unless I'm sending them to the outside world about the outside world, but I've heard some stories about his youth in Absalom, and, well, seems like his hometown seems to have quite the opposite impression of him.
He makes up for it in the future. He's got room to grow.
I see. Well, regardless, I hope to receive more adequate answers of what makes the other four special at another time. But for now, once those of you who have given me that answer, and she slithers over to you, Zeros, and breathes a little breath on you, and feel free to, for the rest of your time on this island in particular, to prepare a 10th level spell of your choice. From any list, with your class DC as the DC for the spell.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. It's a mere fraction of my abilities, but I figured it'll help you. By the way, Zeros, you will be able to prepare that spell from today and onwards, so for what are you thinking?
Well, we're not doing the debugging issues today, are we?
Well, today can be quite a significant amount of time depending upon what you're doing, but
No, the in-game day, not like today itself in real life.
in-game day, probably not heading to the factory, but you, from what you, if you are paying attention to what she said, and if you think about what a factory needs to run, then probably should be heading there sooner rather than later. Also, another thing I should mention about these 10th level spells, Zeros, you can prepare one per day, but I never said they expired until you left the island, because they only expire once you leave the island.
Someone's at the door. I'll be right back.
So in other words, if you don't see any use for a 10th level spell today, then you can store it for tomorrow and prepare a second one tomorrow as well. Essentially, she says, I very much like when people know who they are and what makes them tick. And I like to reward people for their own insight. Self-reflection is hard, and not many people can do it, especially not in the state we're in the world.
I think I'll take remake.
Sounds good.
I don't know if it'll be useful, but may as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, it can...
Wait, who am I kidding? We have a ship to fix.
Yep.
Well, that certainly is a material component for fixing a ship, now that I think about it. Thank you.
I'm
Your
back.
name was again?
Oh, my name? People call me the Emerald Serpent.
Well, my name is Zero Smidger.
Why do they call him that?
Can I do a recall on that to see if I know anything about it?
On what in particular?
I don't know, just in general.
No,
Like
what are you doing the knowledge check on?
Society, probably.
No.
What for?
What for?
I don't know. I just want to see that ring day bells.
What, the Emerald Serpent?
Yeah,
Bardic lore.
sure. Wow, that's a 2.
No, that's a 1.
0 point that.
That's a 5.
Yeah, it's still not a 1. So, the Emerald Serpent, as you already know, you didn't crit fail, so you don't get false knowledge, but you don't get anything new, so is a great teacher of magic on the islands. You also know that either due to her interference or the interference on something on this island, you won't really have to re-prepare spells unless, like, you don't need a long rest to re-prepare spells, but you can't prepare more spells in a day than you have. Essentially, you won't use a spell slot for using a spell for until whatever is affecting this island going haywire with its ley lines and how much magic you can use is fixed.
And that's because of the boom thing.
Oh, no. The boon she gave Zeros
I
is
summoned the
different.
Herald.
I'm saying that you guys remember your spell slots when you're preparing them. But not
the
afterwards.
boom. The boom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably what is causing the ley lines to go haywire. Yeah.
Sure. So we'll be all quickened within 100 feet of my Green Man Herald.
Oh my god, what is this?
Oh, yeah, no, that's until the end of your next turn, so... But yes, that is a very good thing for one of these upcoming fights, so...
Are we taking a break currently, or...?
Yeah, we'll take a quick 5.
Okay.
Anyways, we are back discussing the latest trend of hero point bets. Currently, we are messing around with the NBA Finals.
I gotta get going. You know how to play my characters, guys. You right?
Oh, I can take care of that if need be.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I gotta get going.
Okay.
No spell. You just charge straight ahead and you hit him.
No,
see you later,
he's a
bro.
healer. But yeah, we'll see you later, Nathan.
Bye.
Bye.
See me, Nate.
So yes, I see Gablon. You rolled a 2, which is enough to get the majority of the information. So you guys got to the island at the time frame that Matt had told you to. So Matt has been seen around the islands. If you want to talk with him about anything going on, not that you have to. Other than that, the other 2 important things going on is, you hear rumors about some of the particular features of the brewery, and that is that there used to be a museum in the brewery, and there's little collectible trinkets that are found throughout the marketplace that can sell for quite a bit of money. Because they haven't been in production for quite some long time. So imagine if, like, you found a foam finger 2,000 years from now. Sort of thing.
It's a Mickey Mouse watch with a hands point the time.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And then the other thing is that there's still a lot of resentment of some groups of people on the island towards the factory. And you find out that there are rumors from a long time ago about 3 people, an orc, an elf, and a halfling, being abducted by the factory, and their current whereabouts, because people on the islands live for quite some time. Their current... Oh, sorry, 4. A human, a gnome, an elf, and an orc. Their current whereabouts are unknown, and they haven't been heard of for at least 12,000 years. But, due to people on the islands living a long time, there are people around who remember them.
Alright.
So, your 2 options are you can go find your good old boss, or you can talk to Rui.
I think I'm going to go buy some of that merch.
No. The whole point of me telling you about the merch is that you'll be able to sell it to help fund whatever your next plan is.
I wanted to buy it, but alright.
What kind of merch do you want to buy? It's expensive,
I'm rich beyond imagination. What do they got?
What do you want?
Do they have a Mickey Mouse watch that points at the time?
They have a Mr. McBrewerton watch that points the time with its hands made out of beer.
Who is Mr. McBrewerton?
The mascot of the Iron Brew Brewery.
Describe him to me.
He is a... Okay, so imagine Cuphead, but his head is a mug of beer.
That's
and
bad.
His hair is foam.
Oh, what's the hair look like? What's the style?
It is... There are several variants, but this is the Mohawk variant.
I'll take it.
Okay, that'll be 1,000 gold.
Okay, now that that's done, does anyone want to do anything productive?
I don't know, do you,
People
Lover?
want potions.
Well, I don't know about you all, but I'm going to go
What
repair
now?
the ship.
Trip?
The ship.
The ship.
Yes, I can absolutely go repair the ship.
I'll go.
Single-handedly.
I'll help.
Alright, so let's change that from
Okay,
3.
you can help by coming along with me and making sure that something doesn't gank me on the way there and back.
Mm-hmm.
What about
no,
the
I was
rest of
going to
you?
make crafting checks.
Oh, no.
No,
he has
I
remake
have
repair.
a spell.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have a spell that can just fix the ship, which I forgot I could
Fair
have
enough.
did earlier, but I wanted to save that because I can't get back that easily.
Yep. There's a little bonus if you can actually describe to me in a way where I agree with you your character's particular strength. So, next up, Rui or Matt for the rest of you.
I'll go to Rui.
Yeah, I'll probably go to her as well.
Before I talk to her, can I get a little refresher about Rui?
Rui is technically the governor of this place, and her family was the ones who owned the brewery a long time ago, and she is the sole remaining member of her family since whatever happened to the brewery
Alright, is
happened.
this the person we had to convince that Matt was in fact not a war criminal?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, she
In other words, the panda.
Yes, the panda.
Alright.
So you arrive at her estate, at the gate of her estate, and the estate's gate is right here. So if you want to place yourself, I have a map for this, not because of it right now, but just be aware there's a map for this.
Where did you get this map? It's very nice.
Where
It
is
was
it
free for the paid subscription of Roll20.
Ah, so I have this map.
Where's the
Well, were you actively clicking the claim item thing?
I don't know what that is.
let's see.
Then no, you do
Let's
not
see,
have this map.
Never mind.
So, yep, it's right there, and whenever you got... I mean, it's a stone gate. It is locked. And...
Stone.
I mean, knocking on it probably won't do much of anything. It looks like it would have to be lowered via magical means, not mundane ones, if that makes sense.
Well, this person already hates me, so breaking and entering probably wouldn't be good.
Yeah, probably not the greatest. Do you have any spells that you can make a nuisance?
I could squawk.
Okay, but you actually have to do the parrot sound in order for it to work.
Well, hold on now. I have to think about what.
What does the parrot say?
Ya ta 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 ta. Ya ta 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 ta.
Okay.
Very nice.
I'm coming, jeez. And she punches the thing, and it shatters, and then it's just like, yeah, don't worry, I make a new one every time I do that. How are you all doing?
Mhm.
I'm doing good. Here.
Relatively decent.
I'm alive, I guess.
Yeah, well, welcome. Come on in. Glad to hear you're alive. I have made sweets. Well, technically, I haven't made sweets. The help made sweets. But they're good. And I have tea.
Matt, the door's still locked.
Oh,
Mhm.
and I have tea.
Delightful.
Do you like green tea, or do you like your more dark teas?
I'll take a green tea.
Okay, would you like jasmine or berry flavoring?
I'll take a jasmine.
And would you
What?
like hot or ice?
You see, this complex because on one hand, he's now fantasy Asian, but I'm Southern. I don't know how to answer this.
Sweet or unsweet?
Oh, sweet thing, you damn.
And most importantly, would you like How would you like a serving in a regular mug or a serving in a fancy little teacup?
Oh, the fanciest little teacup, please.
Oh, of course. It's pretty hard to make iced tea in that, but we still have sweet jasmine green tea. What about you, Mister? Don't think I talked with you last time.
Oh,
So I'm just gonna call you what you are, Catboy. What do you want?
Oh.
Green tea or gray tea or black tea?
I'd like some green tea, please.
Hot or cold? Or iced, I should say.
Hot is fine.
Jasmine
one
or
lump.
berry?
I got a little bit of jasmine.
Okay. Sweet or unsweetened?
Sweet.
One lump or-
And finally, would you said iced, right?
No, I said hot.
Okie dokie. Small, tiny teacup.
Okay. Alright. Yeah. Fine.
Why is your friend still standing at the gate?
She's having her moment, I guess. I don't really know.
Elvira, get in here.
Hold on.
Do I
You
actually have
like
to
that-
roll something
would
to
you-
use
Lord
that
forbid
spell?
if I knew we were moving our character.
Oh, you don't have to roll anything. It's just going to take an hour, for that job to get done and get back. So,
Okay.
by the way,
However,
I have several
hate
options for
placement.
desserts. Would you like cookies or cake?
What cake you got?
I've got several types of both.
I would love
Yeah,
it.
The two main things I recommend are wonderful strawberry cake, and also there's some chocolate fudge cake.
Oh, I would love a slice of chocolate fudge, please.
Okay.
And then he takes the loudest sip from the teacup possible.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Could you be-
interesting. You know the customs of our land.
Like the windows rattle.
Ah, yes.
I can't seem to move my character where it needs to go.
Is the door locked? The door is locked.
No, I apparently
It's still
forgot to. No, it's open now.
Try and move it now.
I didn't know they had door locking.
Alright, there we go.
This map
new?
has doors and windows built into it.
Interesting. Anyway, finally.
And what about you, Mr. Catboy? Do you want cookies or cake?
Cookies.
Would you like some snickerdoodles, some sugar cookies, or chocolate chip?
Sugar cookies is fine, thanks.
Okie dokie. Do you want ones with or without icing?
Without, please.
And with or without sprinkles?
No, yeah, sure. I'll take the sprinkles.
What
And
is
what
the
about you,
V?
Miss Alvaro? Would you like some tea?
Sure.
Would you like hot or cold tea?
Hot.
Okay. Green or black or gray tea?
Black.
Okay. Would you like... Yes, this is... I know I just said gray tea, but would you like Earl Grey tea, which is black tea, or would you like a more traditional black tea?
Probably more traditional.
Okay, sweetened or unsweetened?
Unsweetened.
And ice or no ice?
I'm assuming
No
Bartok
ice.
is with
Oh
Zeros
wait,
right
yeah,
now.
you just said hot. Yeah, you're with Zeros, and she's like, "Oh, wonderful, servants!" And she snaps her fingers, and it seems like there was a whole group of people as like 3 people frantically run in, set down plates of your little desserts and little things of your tea, and then quickly run out.
They are all those adorable little pens.
Oh my god.
They are actually all the adorable stuffed pandas, by the way.
Oh my god.
Yes, you know what they say, the best servants are the ones that can blend into the surroundings until they're needed. No, that's the best assassins. No, the best assassins are the ones that don't know they're an assassin. The best bodyguards.
Right.
I find the best servants are the best assassins.
Okay. I mean, I guess. So, what brings
Oh,
you
you
to
might.
my abode?
Uh, say, would you know anything about something at your brewery that would catastrophically explode if it were to explode?
Maybe something to do with the reactor we made, like 12,000 years ago?
Yes, that.
Ugh.
Yeah, about 4,000 years ago when my family died, the current person operating the factory closed off access to that.
Ah, well, you see, the thing is that it might explode.
What? No, it's perfectly stable.
Where did you hear that from? You haven't seen it in thousands of years.
Well, I mean, I still have the blueprints.
Ah, could we take a look at those?
Yeah, it just uses this wonderful, weird orb full of magical energy, and she whips out like a little rolled up piece of paper, and then she unrolls it, and it goes from her feet all the way to the wall against you. It's a
Oh, well,
very interesting structure.
this is definitely a Zeros job, but I'll try and make the most of it. What would I roll?
Bardic lore or crafting?
I bardic it is.
Believe it or not, it is a very large blueprint, but it's a large blueprint because it's supposed to explain to less technologically advanced members of the family how to operate the piece of equipment. So the
Gosh.
majority of the length is actually a very in-depth operating manual.
It's just all
And
those at the bottom
what?
of a page. It's just all those asterisks at the bottom of a page.
Yeah. And it what just based upon reading it, hey, good for you. You can read, Cavalon.
Yes, I could always read anyway.
Well, you couldn't always read, but regardless.
Amount of my life
You
I could not read
you
is in a fraction of a percent.
so you are now able basically what you learn is that what she says is true. The reactor itself would keep it stable regardless of how much energy it was pumping out. The problem is that the reactor itself is designed to be cleaned once every 6 weeks. And it was, if based upon date and time, it was just cleaned today. So it probably won't explode until the next time it's removed for cleaning, which would be in 6 weeks. So yeah, while in the what?
I believe we thought it was 5 weeks beforehand.
Well, technically, if you remove it after 5 weeks, it'll explode for any reason. But it's
Right.
set to be clean 6 weeks from now.
Do these blueprints reveal to me anything about why it might explode?
Well, it's a small orb that, like the spirit said, is full of ever-growing mana from the ley lines. And the current way that the machine is operating is it's extracting a small portion of that mana at every portion of the day. So in reality, it might have more time than that 5 weeks before it'll explode because it's had a small bit of it siphoned. The real problem is that if it keeps going for much longer, the ley lines will start going haywire, which can do one of two things. Cause that explosion in the same way, but on a world level, or cause all magic in the world to stop working for an indefinite amount of time.
I see. Who did you say now has access to this place again?
I didn't tell you back there, and I'm still not sure if that particular machine is in charge of the factory.
And what machine is this?
I believe he is known as Archon 5237.
What do you know about him? Do you have control over him?
Does it look like I have control over him?
Well, surely someone built some failsafes when they made him.
I don't know if Pharasma builds fail-safes into people.
Wait, I thought this was a robot.
It is.
I could
So,
call him. I
one
could call
thing, like,
him, but I'm enjoying this cake.
My family had recently I discovered my family's extravagant history of unethical and unlawful experimentations on the people of the populace. Technically, every machine that is made from that place is either completely automaton or, well, let's just say if you pique the interest of the Archon unit, you might get various mass replications of yourself.
Multiple Gavilons.
Multiple mechanical Gavilons.
Gab droids.
I believe my family referred to these units as Machina.
That doesn't go well with my name.
Well, you'd probably be referred to as Machina Tengu. If you find logs of who or what individuals were associated with these Machina units, I will pay you handsomely for them.
Oh, good to know. Sip, 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 sip.
Do you like your tea?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yes.
My
Anyway.
compliments to the anthropomorphic panda.
Oh, why don't you say hi? And she says, Gerald, come here, sweetie. And a little panda walks up, and literally you hear a pew, 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 pew with each of its steps as it walks up to you. And
Oh my
it's
God.
the little stuffed panda with little eyes made out of buttons, and it waves and says, "Hi."
What is this construct?
That is well, I call him by a bunch of various names, but my favorite of names to call him is Jeffrey.
Oh.
Ah,
He's
Matt.
a puppet.
Oh, Papa. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, no.
I was about to ask, would Pharasma have a problem with this abomination?
No.
But I forgot that Papa did this.
She probably wouldn't have a problem with Machina either, if I'm being honest with you. It's
Oh my
not
God.
necromancy.
It's putting a soul into an inanimate creature.
No, the soul has moved on to the next life.
Then what's
It's
controlling the? The
lines and lines of code.
Oh, right, I forgot tech exists as well. Boo. Okay. Anyway, hello, little panda. Thank you for the tea.
My pleasure.
So, one thing I should say, do you want me to put traps on the boat?
We'll get back to that at a later time.
Okay.
So, is there anything else I can get for you?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop. It walks off.
Adorable.
All my servants are. That's why I hire exclusively puppets.
Sounds kind of racist.
Is there anything else anyone would like to say?
Bartok's not here to say that though.
Seth,
Cat is
anyone-
very confused because of the weird panda people. So he's just kind of staring at them like, what the hell?
Oh, don't worry, they don't bite. Like, they literally can't bite. They don't have mouths.
Because to be fair, I feel like Over would probably be just kind of fascinatingly like watching them, and then every time if one of them came by, I'd try to pet it. I feel like that's what she tries to do.
Oh, no, don't touch Gerald. He doesn't bite, but he's a guard. He has a little dagger type thing. Come on, Gerald, let's take you back to the place you're supposed to be guarding. And she comes over and she picks it up by the two hands, even though it will fit in the palm of one of her hands, and she takes it somewhere in the house.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Now, who is it that cleans this thing? Is it this construct?
Oh, we have the maid. Her name is Lisa.
Oh
Lisa,
my
Lisa.
god.
Oh my. Lisa is the one that cleans the device?
Oh, no. The device is cleaned automatically. It's a self-cleaning engine.
Okay. Well, is there anything else anyone wants to say, or should I close this off?
Nah. Go on ahead.
Well, this was a
Nothing.
conversation. We'll need to have you back at our place sometime to return the favor.
Isn't your place currently being invaded?
Delightful, aren't they? We love house guests.
No,
Maybe
You know what?
maybe a
I'll let it
time when
slide.
it's not being invaded.
Perhaps. Who knows?
Also, the bartender is still being trained, so I don't have a bartender.
Oh, well, if you need someone, I'd be happy to return the favor. I know a little bit about bartending. Why, I have studied for eons upon the greatest bartender.
Alvera is very loudly groaning as she listens to him go on.
Oh, no. I only accept people who are familiar enough with the various quirks of the alcohol I have to bartend. That's why I said I don't have one. They're currently being traded. This is Rukia, and she pulls out a little poppet from her pocket. And it's another little panda. And
Oh my
then
god.
she says, "Oh, come on, Rukia. Cut that out with the shrink spell." And then the little poppet grows into a man-sized teddy bear and salutes you.
Got a little lion poppet that's named Cone.
Yeah, I was about to say, is that a Bleach reference?
Oh god, it's fucking Perora.
That doesn't watch Bleach though.
No, I don't. And no, it's
You
not
never
a
wa-
Bleach reference. That one is that is the teddy bear you win from a festival being trained to do bartending work. And it's a panda bear texture of a teddy bear, because all of the poppets here are panda bear textured teddy bears.
Okay.
All I can think of now is Perora.
Because Alvera is just like rubbing her eyes, like it hurts me listening to this man talk about trying to do bartending.
Also, please stay away from the vice governor. He's insane.
Okay.
And he'll look like one of my servants. Do not ask him for anything.
The governor is a panda puppet.
Nope, bear poppet. But same
Oh.
federation scheme.
Okay.
Yep. Well, not the same order of the colors, but, black, white, red.
Red.
Yep.
Okay. We will keep a black, white, and red puppet bear in mind when we see it or not.
I also can't really let you stay with me, You're gonna have to find somewhere else to stay.
Okay.
We wouldn't want to intrude either way.
I
Right.
didn't
Yes.
ask. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the vice governor gets a little stabby with house guests. Are a little explodey. Are a little asphyxiatey. Are a little electric cherry.
I think I think
I'm a
we have
little,
the gist of the idea.
I'm a little phantasmy myself. But thank you for the warning.
Yeah. Anyways, I
Alvaro
have
just
a
kind of
meeting
leans
to
over to
get
Seth
to, so
and just
I'll
like,
see you
this
all
man
later.
hurts me, I swear.
Okay.
Tell me about it.
So, you guys would be able to reconvene after that conversation and the boat is fixed in the middle of the streets of the city. It is about 9 o'clock at night.
What?
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 In game. 9 o'clock at night in game.
Hey guys, we're back. How
Welcome
is
back.
your faring?
How was? Oh, you mean the fact that we basically sat here for hours after the job took like an hour to do?
I mean, if
Yeah,
you want to
like
think about it,
Oh, no. You guys
it's fun
reconvene
now.
at around a similar moment. That conversation might have seemed long, but not that long in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, ship's fun now. It's all good.
that's
Oh my
great.
god.
We went and
1
had tea.
second. My trash can is annoying me.
What? What does that mean?
I don't know. We went and had tea with the owner of the brewery.
Okay, now I can hear you.
We went and had tea with the owner of the brewery.
Nice, nice.
We learned.
Well, oh yeah, go on.
We learned that in about 6 weeks' time, the core of the power core, the reactor, that's it, the reactor will be automatically cleaned, and it's definitely going to explode when that happens.
Another remake spell should do if we could bring them together in the same place without interference. Reset
The
both of them to factory defaults, both the factory and the core. That way it'll stop producing so much energy over time.
Unfortunately, the core is currently being ran by a. Did you say it was a Machina?
It is a particular Machina unit given the name Archon 5237.
It is being ran by a Machina called Archon 5237, who has, of course, gone rogue.
Lovely. Well, as Dolores' personal lead software developer, I'm certain that worst case push comes to shove, I can turn him off and on again. I
Great.
should be able to at least do that much with you.
So, where are we staying?
If we can
Yeah.
On the ship.
finally get a hold of
It's
him first.
fixed.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
as if it never crashed into this. Technically, we could leave now, but we're obligated to fix the issue that we offered for.
Yeah, I doubt we
And I'm
can.
pretty sure that our draconic friend, the Emerald Dragon, is well aware of that agreement. So,
Plus, I
that
doubt we
being
can.
said, I make good on my promises.
Plus, I don't think.
Also, everything will die if you don't, so, you know.
Right. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to figure this out and then go our merry ways. So.
All right. Well, he made it 9 o'clock. I think that's time to go to sleep. I can get some shut eye, gang.
All right.
I still might be up for a little bit.
Why?
I'm just not really tired.
Are you certain about that, Alvara? Don't worry, there's a
Because
three-step
they
process.
might as well tell me
whether
right
or
now
not
what kind of
anything
consequences
happens.
they're going to be for staying up a bit longer.
That depends. Why are you actually staying up longer? What emotion is keeping you up?
Oh lord, I don't even know.
What?
Well, before I go to
I mean,
sleep, after
it's not exactly really like a bad emotion. It's just more so she's just thinking about stuff, really. And of course, when she starts thinking about things, her mind's kind of all stirred, so she's gonna be up for a bit.
So is it good thoughts or bad thoughts?
It's almost kind of a little bit of like maybe a mixture of both. It's not really anything in specific, just a little bit of mixture of both.
Okay. We're gonna do this high and low thing twice. You choose high or low, and I roll twice. They
Oh,
both
boy.
have to be
Okay.
the opposite for anything bad to happen.
Okay.
So
Whiskers,
you gotta
no,
ask yourself, Punk, do you feel lucky?
God.
Well, if
go
Bartok
high.
were here, he would say yes. Because the simple fact is, I survived this long.
I would also like to add that before
We
Gavel
all
goes to
survived
sleep,
this long.
Yeah, just in general.
Survival is in itself not a victory.
before Gavilan goes to sleep, he does, of course, spend an
I was gonna
hour.
say, if you didn't hear me, by the way, Matt, I said highs.
Oh,
I did not hear you.
But unfortunately, yes, Bartok is too busy
highs.
booby trapping the boat.
Did you get permission to do that?
No. Well, I mean,
Why'd you do it?
I didn't actually booby trap the boat. I asked, is it a good idea to booby trap the boat?
Oh
To Zeros.
it is not. It is not a good idea.
No, it is not, because something out of our control could set them
You
off.
said highs,
And
right?
then I'll have
So
to use
you
another
got
repair.
highs, so
Oh,
you're
great.
good.
I get the feeling that.
highs always work. But I like to know.
Okay, that could have been bad related to the situation.
I would like.
She's been into a bit of alcohol every now and then, so I'm pretty sure she'd be pretty high on that note.
Because Bartok is growing and trying to learn this thing called teamwork, he asked.
I'd like
you
to
get
know
a hero point. You get a teamwork point for that. You are now at -4.
Yay!
And I would like to note that before Gallon goes to sleep.
But I didn't get any points for making potions for everybody?
No, that is your job.
He, of course, spends an hour in quiet prayer to Pharasma and self-flagellation.
Also, you didn't technically do it out of the goodness of your heart. People gave you the money for it.
True. What? I sold the potions at cost!
Again, they paid for them.
Okay.
So in other words,
I made no
you
money,
wanted
though.
hero points for it.
Yeah,
you would
spent
have
the money.
sold them at not cost. You would have given them to your allies for free.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's put it this way: if you had sold it to us for a profit, that might have gotten you negative teamwork points.
Yes, you gain nothing, you lose nothing.
My food just arrived. One moment.
Yep, we're at our second good spot for a break, so we'll be right back.
As I was trying to say,